This is the round of 16 in Tier 3, the Virginia Salty Crabs. Number 11 seeds after going 1-2 in the prelims. They'll be facing the Gansett Lobstahs out of Massachusetts, as they are ranked number 6. This will become a battle of crustaceans. This is just how the seeds ended up, but we are underway. It is single elimination from this point out. The winner moves on to the quarterfinal tomorrow. The other goes home. Kevin Frost will lift it out and will not be ice as it will reach Jake Ferreira. Takes it behind his net. Getting pressured a little bit by Gabe Knock, and now decides to move the ball, sends it up the left wing, intercepted by Kevin Frost. He'll clear it out, now plays it off the boards. And offside because Vera, here's a shot save. I believe that is Wheeler in the net. There's a shot, misses wide. Circles back, now to the high circle, shot, save! And where is it? It goes into the corner. Everybody was looking around. Back into the corner, now back to the point. Castro with a shot, save. Rebound goes all the way back to the point. Over to Ferreira, shot goes into the backboards. Rebound attempt, shot, where is it? Everyone looking, somehow it's on the line, and Wheeler somehow finds it underneath and keeps us scoreless. Craziness around the net several times where I thought it got past, but Wheeler able to find it underneath. It comes back to the Lobstahs. Shot going wide from Ryan Clifford. Goes into the corner. Picked up below the goal line. Over to Matthew Vieira. Centers up, knocked away by Wheeler. Reversing around is Noah Gerstlin behind the net for the Crabs. Off the back of the net and almost had a wraparound opportunity. Now it's a shot save. He'll be cleared away. The Lobstahs with another shot, another save. Piling on the shots. Carlos Bonanca with that shot. Here's another shot, another save by Wheeler. Picked up by Walter Reed. Pressured along the boards. The Crabs need to get aggressive on the ball carrier. Now pops out over to Matthew Vieira. Shot and another save by Wheeler. He knocks down every single shot in that barrage. And only less than 2 minutes into the game, he's already faced about 5 or 6 shots already. Take up is Dave Parquette. Gets tied up with Zach Morin. It tries to center up, nobody there. Nate Walker. Where the Crabs will just get it down, but it'll turn into an icing. He wanted to go off on the change, but did not gain the blue line. And now some confusion over the call. And the refs are going to get together. So they're going to wave it off and put it at center. Sunit Ahmed will take the draw, loses this one to Dave Parquette, but they regain. Ethan Ayer to the left circle, shot, save. Goes back behind the net. Ayers still trying to hold on. Back in the right corner, looking around. Now plays back in the corner, still trying to see who's in the net for the Lobstahs. I see a number 1 on the back of the jersey, but that's not who I got listed. It's either Matt Domingue or Carl Morin. Meanwhile, the other way, DiPiero with a shot save and will be covered up. So the first official shot on net for the Crabs. So now we should start seeing that pushback from the Crabs after being stuck in their zone for about 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So far, Wheeler's been the big difference early in this game. Won by the Crabs, goes right back to Frost at the center point. Loses it for a second, now dumps it to the left corner. Picked up down low. Looking for a wide angle shot, saved. Derek Hale to the opposite corner. Centers up, shot, it's blocked. Went for Kevin Ebner. That settles down in the Lobstahs zone, lifting up and looking for the number 94, Cole LaForce. Comes back for the Crabs. 3-on-3, knocked away. Try to go for Ebner, knocked back. Over to the left, Alexander Vieira. Went wide on the shot, knocked down by Jake Ferreira. And there's another shot going wide of the net from Harry Gardner. Taken up by the Salty Crabs and will be sent around the boards to Kevin Frost on the opposite end. Facing a little bit of pressure, lifts it out and will be sent back over by Chris Casto. Along the right boards by Harry Gardner, sends it to the opposite corner. Josh Hale will take it for the Crabs, sends it up. Kevin Ebner on the right wing, trying to feed to himself, gets blocked. Sliding in was Josh Hale, keeps his zone. Gabe Knock on the right wing. Pressure to the outside by Harry Gardner. Tries to center up off the end boards. Looking for a wraparound opportunity. Stopped, goes into the corner. Now on the left boards. I'll just bank it off the back boards. Gabe Knock with control. They'll just send it back to the top of the circle. Shot! And goes high and into the corner. Henry Chu trying to hang on, but Alex Vieira, correction, Chris Casto gets it. Misfires a shot off the end boards. Lobstahs will get a change, approaching a halfway point of the first period. Goes back up the right wing. Alexander Vieira. Pressure to the center line and is forced to retreat. Now fed right. Tries to go back to the point. Shot goes wide. Trying to find his way back to Walter Reed, but knocked away. And a chance for Jackson. On the right circle. Shot save. Rebound opportunity cleared away. Back to the point. Gerstlin centers up for Chu. He'll try a shot and a stick save. To the corner again for DiPiero. Looks for Henry Chu at the point. Whiffs on the pass, but does get away, but the Lobstahs with control. It's now a shot saved by Wheeler, and Gerstlin will take up the loose garbage and tries to feed forward up to Donnie Williams, but it gets sent back. And a bad turnover shot goes off a body and into the corner. We've seen a few of those mistakes before. Right to Walter Reed. Shot and another save by Wheeler. They will clear and will turn into an icing against the Crabs. They have got to be careful with the defense's own turnovers. It has cost them before in this tournament. Taking up the face-off is Dave Parkett for the Lobstahs. And loses this one to Jackson, and that's immediately sent out of play by Gerstlin. We'll have another face-off to the right of Wheeler. With 4:02 remaining in the first period. I can say that on the other rink, the Burger Boys eliminated by the number 1 seed Atlanta Dirty Birds. There's still a lot more games to play. Half of the field will be eliminated at the end of the night. One of these teams will be along with them. And Valley with a lob shot bounces on, and it goes into the corner, thrown around by Chris Raza. Goes back into the left corner. Picked up by Nate Walker. Didn't get the clear he wanted. Morin tries to go back to the point. Taken away by Ethan Ayer. Drops back to Ahmed. Lost control. Zach Morin moves in. Goes back across the center line. Dave Parkett lost control. Swats him. Almost had an opening for Ethan Ayer. Chris Valley goes off a foot. Tries to recover. Getting around Randy Casto. They do get it down the zone, and they will be able to make one change. And a little bump at center. One-on-one. Shot, glove, save. Wheeler trying to fight for it. Comes loose, but cleared away by Valley. Now chance for Derek Hale the other way. On the left circle. Centers up. Intercepted. Lobstahs coming back. Was looking for Parkett. Chris Casto was ready to go. By a wide angle shot in the zone. Shot going wide. We picked up by Henry Gardner, but held in at the zone by Frost, at least for a moment, but went off the foot of Derek Hale. But they will recover. They'll try a shot, goes off a foot and goes off the end boards. He'll go off on a change. Approaching 2:15 remaining in the first period. Turnover again. Josh Hale drops it back. Ebner throws it back to the corner. Josh Hale again, back on the left wing. Thinks about it. Goes back to Paradigm. He'll try a shot through the screen and off of a Lobstah player. The name is so weird, I'm starting to get that Boston accent in my other words. Goes back to the left corner. Still trying to fight for control. The Crabs do have it, but stuck in the corner, surrounded by 3 Lobstahs. And gets around one, turns into a 2-on-1 from a wide angle. Pull a 4 shot, he scores. On a 2-on-1, found his way around the back check, and the Lobstahs take a 1-0 lead with 1:35 left in the first. So Cole LaForce gets credit for the goal.
Yeah. Beach.
And again, Wheeler's had a good game up to this point, but that's a difficult situation to be in as a goalie. 1:35 left in the first period. Still plenty of time for the Crabs to come back. Chu sends it up the left boards and over to Jackson. Just pushes it down, and now left alone back behind the net. Lobstahs coming back the other way. Feeds up right. Knocked back by Chu. Here comes Jackson. Takes a stick.
Slash, right?
The Salty Crabs wanted a call, but they're not going to get it. Comes back to Ryan Clifford, excuse me. Here's a shot. Blocker save. Goes to the opposite corner. They hold it in. Matthew Vieira trying to break his way through. Unable as the defensemen close in. Now 1-on-1, but knocked back by Gerstlin. Donnie Williams trying to get through, unable. Lobstahs again, a collision away from the play, but we will play on. 30 seconds left in the period. Turn and go for Josh Hale. And a shot, and there's a whistle. Did they call offside on that? Now a little some confusion here. Now they're waving it off and letting them play. What is going on? I think the ref heard a whistle from the rink next to us, which is the garage rink, and thought that whistle was meant for this rink. But after that confusion, 5 seconds left, it turns into an icing. So I can only assume that the ref thought the whistle was for this rink and was trying to blow it dead.
Might have been, Daniel. Really might have been.
With less than 4 seconds remain, it's going to be the Crabs winning the draw. They'll just kill the clock and take it to the intermission. So Cole LaForce on the 2-on-1. Gets the Lobstahs ahead 1-0 after 1. Ready for the second period. Cole LaForce with the only goal scored in this game for the Lobstahs. But still plenty of time in this game.
How does he see? He said, I see you watching the crowd.
And we get back underway. And I still don't have any names as to who is in the net for the Lobstahs. I see a number 1, but that's not who I got. In the meantime, Lobstahs under control. Tries a shot from Chris Raza. Second chance, gets knocked away. Gets poked right back by Dave Parkett. And a lob shot goes into the glove of Wheeler. He'll hang on.
No, it's pretty solid. I mean, no one's going ahead. He's got a good shot.
29 seconds gone in the second period as the Lobstahs have continued to show their offensive muscle. They did have a game earlier against the South Jersey Vipers where they had trouble with possession time, but still was able to get opportunities at the net. Comes back to the point. Shot saved by Wheeler. Goes back to the corner. And picked up. Thrown around the boards. Tries to circle around. Now drops back. Shot in through the screen. Gets blocked. The original shot from Jake Ferreira. As it comes all the way down. They say, oh, now they call the ice. So a little bit of confusion. But they do call icing.
Yeah, right. But then when he was like, I don't know, 4 games.
And Chris Valley and I believe that is Alexander Vieira. Yes, it is. Kind of on the same terms that they're getting confused by the calls tonight. They play on. Shot saved. Off the shot from Derek Hale. Gabe Knock on the blue line. Tries to feed to the slot, gets blocked. Alex Guerrera tries to pass it down, but could not connect to Cole LaForce, and it's icing against the Lobstahs. 8:54 left in the second period. Again, the winner of this game moves on to the quarterfinal tomorrow. The tournament is done. Derek Hill will take the draw for the Crabs. Gets some help from Ebner, but it goes into the corner, and the Lobstahs will take control. Jake Ferreira will set it up. Gets around, but good defensive play by Derek Hale, but the Lobstahs regain. Tries a shot, couldn't get all of it. Kevin Frost with the block. Attempted clear. It's kept in. Shot blocked. Back to Derek Hale for the Crabs. And a breakaway. Gabe Knock. Shot misses wide. To be fair, he did have a defenseman coming up on the inside and decided to take the shot right there. But it's one of those where you absolutely have to hit the net. But here's Derek Hale with a shot, and that goes wide. Deflected and comes out. It will go over to Kevin Frost. He misplayed it and almost turned into a breakaway. Quite a bit of mistakes on the Crabs' part, and Wheeler will take a rebound off the boards and will have a face-off. A couple of big mistakes that almost led to breakaway chances. Gabe Knock had one of his own, but missed it to the near side. On these breakaways, those are ones you absolutely have to get on the net, even if the goalie makes a save. And tries a shot save by Wheeler. Rebound. He'll get that one too. He'll take another face off with 7:49 left in the second. Taking the draw. Walter Reed for the Lobstahs. and will be won by Josh Hale, but immediately turned right back over. They battle for control, goes off the end boards. Gerstlin looks to clear, goes off of Jackson. They do clear the zone, but the Lobstahs will hang on and will push it back down. Gerstlin will take it behind his net. Feels the pressure and just avoids one Lobstah across the center line. And it's a hand pass against the Lobstahs. So they'll be coming back toward their zone. Though I expect it will stay at neutral. Off the draw at the neutral zone, picked up by Gerstlin, tries to throw one on net, misses wide. Josh Hale on the boards. Gets pinned there, going up for Jackson, also pestered, and now he'll be cut off. Just moving around to Carlos Banaka as it comes all the way down and icing against the Lobstahs with 7:01 left in the second. And it will be won by the Lobstahs. Race down the left wing. Gaining control, but stripped away by Valley. Going back for Ahmed. It goes down. Penalty coming up against the Lobstahs. It will be a roughing call. As Carlos Bananca is disagreeing with the call, but he'll be sitting for 90 seconds, and the Crabs will have our first power play of the game. At this time, no other Tier 3 games going on, but there are some Tier 2 games. Right now it's Winchendon Norseman against Washington, D.C. Armada in one rink, and the Buffalo Weird against the Maple Shade Chiefs on the other. And the PK unit starts off strong as the Crabs reset. Henry Chu on the left wing, getting pressure. And now forced to give it up back behind his own net. Attempt to clear, successful, as Wheeler will drop it off to Gabe Knock. Knock will take it himself and now send it left. Was trying to look for Chu, misses him, and the Lobstahs send it right back. And a bouncer on Wheeler leaves it. Knock having to avoid one forechecker. Now tries again for Chu. This time overshoots him, but it will be Kevin Ebner in the corner for the Crabs. Sending it across, almost threw Josh Hale off, but he does get it at the center point. Now goes right. Derek Hale from the circle. Shot gets blocked. Still can't get through. Less than 30 seconds left on the penalty. Now chips right. Derek Hale trying to fight off Chris Casto. Sending a pass, nobody there. Gabe Knock still pushing back at the point for Henry Chu, and he is running into Zach Moran, who will clear the zone. He's been aggressive on the forecheck. And what do we got here? Offside is the call. They're going to bring this one all the way back. So this power play hasn't been effective. They haven't even gotten to the net. 3 seconds left on the penalty. Won by the Lobstahs. Quick shot, saved by Wheeler. Leaves it up in front, cleared up, penalty is over. Goes right over to the Lobster net and covered up. 5:14 left in the second.
Come on, Nate.
Ahmed on the draw. Get some help. Shot from here, and that's saved. Back in the corner for the Lobstahs. Off the right boards. Their feet's up again, but caught offside. They were going for Henry Gardner, but a step too far. We're about at the halfway point of the second period. An unsuccessful power play, no shots on net. It'll be Ahmed again on the draw for the Crabs. Will be won by the Lobstahs. Track it back is Bailey Morin. Sends it across. He'll find Chris Raza. He'll bank it off the boards. And going across was Cole LaForce, but gets blocked. Second chance, wide open. Oh, big save by Wheeler. A big kick save. But once again, a turnover at neutral for the Crabs. Tries to play back, shot and a save by Wheeler. Back in the corner. Too many turnovers by the Crabs this period. It's kicked all the way into outer space, and it will come back. So this draw will come back over to the Lobstahs neutral zone. It will be Derek Hale on the draw for the Crabs and Walter Reed for the Lobstahs. Won by the Crabs. Going all the way back to their own zone, but will be sent right back by Carlos Benenka. Race to the boards. They make contact. Kevin Frost in the middle of it. Paradigm trying to get some help, but a whistle, and they will have a face off it down low.
You can see a little bit better over there. This one.
You know what actually kind of fucked me up a little bit playing in the other side with the shadows.
Yeah.
Playing facing the sun.
Yeah. I feel like dark is better than like differing. I mean, overcast is definitely like a massive light.
Lobstahs have been relying on Walter Reed on these draws quite a lot, and there's why. He's been winning a lot of them. Shot gets blocked by Derek Hale. Here's Gabe knocked the other way. It's blocked, but he will recover. Go right to Kevin Ebner. Tried to go for the corner, but pressured. Now pinned to the boards. Trying to look for some help. He goes down, and out it goes for Walter Reed. Tries to dump it in off of Kevin Frost. Back to the left corner. And we'll go out of play and a stoppage with 3:41 left.
Are you just like recording this, or are you live?
Recording.
As it'll be sent over to the right of Wheeler. Taking the draw this time is David Parkett. The refs telling the players to stop walking around on the face-off. As it goes back into the left corner. Paradigm trying to clear. Still battling on that wing. Pops through center, and here's Gabe Knock for the Salty Crabs. Lost it at neutral. That's another neutral zone turnover. Shot save, and a save by Wheeler. Paradigm around the boards. We'll find Derek Hale. Trying to go forward. Parkett cuts him off. Now they are pinned to the boards. There's a shot wide of the net. Approaching 3 minutes left in the period. Backtrack by Jake Ferreira. Ferreira runs into his own player, but it'll be off over to Parkett. Sends it back behind the net. It returns to Parkett. Attempt to clear. Gets it out. And offside against the Crabs. A little too early for Kevin Frost, and a little bit of argument between two Lobstahs. It seems like there's a bit of miscommunication between the two. So some discourse coming from their own side. In any case, they're going to go into a neutral zone draw on the Crab side. 2:43 remaining. It comes back into the zone. Wheeler will knock it down and over to Gerstlin into the corner. Gets pressured. Does escape. Then throws it out of play and another face-off.
Oh, yeah. Professional ball hockey players.
The draw to the left of Wheeler. Won by Lobstahs. Shot going wide into the left corner. Back to the point. Tries a shot, goes wide of the net. So that was Chris Raza with the shot. Another tip attempt going wide, back behind the net. The Lobstahs have not exactly been lighting the lamp, but they have been keeping the games close, and the lead is what matters to them. Still with a 1-0 lead with Cole LaForce's goal back in the first. Turnover, here comes Jackson. Had a chance, but got knocked out of the slot area and never got the shot off. 1:50 left. 3-on-2 for the Lobstahs. Sends it into the left corner. Goes back and out it goes for the Crabs. As here comes, oh, look at it, at an opening, but Jackson unable to put it in. And a little bit of rough stuff away from the play, but we play on. 1:23 left in the second. Lob pass over to neutral. Tries to clear out, but hits the body of Chris Raza. And sent all the way back into the Crab zone, back behind the net. Crabs still looking to get out of their zone. There's been a few neutral zone turnovers that they have got to minimize. Tries to wrap it around, unable. Ethan Ayer with control for the Crabs. Looking to push out, still unable, but Gerstlin will get it. And there's another turnover there. Drops it back. Ryan Clifford to the right corner. 40 seconds remaining in the period. Thrown back around by Clifford. Behind the nets, Walker with pressure. Tries to center up. Backhand by Clifford. Save! As everyone fights for it. And now everyone comes together. And a little bit of rough stuff. They were trying to get him off of Blake Wheeler. But at this time, does not look like anything's getting called, at least not yet. But Wheeler made the save, but then a Lobstah came in, poked his stick at the glove, and then just got bowled over.
Yeah, not only that, and then all of a sudden a couple other guys started to come in, and then somebody pushed somebody around, and then everything got real. It's a good save by Wheeler nonetheless.
27 seconds left in the second period. Walter Reed once again on the draw, and he's won another one, but quickly turns it over to the Crabs. Shot going wide from Derek Hale. Back behind the net. Ryan Clifford takes it back behind, now reverses. Trying to go for Walter Reed, and it will be cleared out. Good block breakaway! Shot, and goes right over Wheeler! On the backhand, cleared away, 3 seconds left. And one more chance, that is stopped as the Lobstahs went bowling on Wheeler. But in the end, no damage occurring in the second period. The score remains 1-0 Lobstahs after 2. Third period ready to go. An update on the other rinks. Maple Shade Chiefs dominating over the Buffalo Ware at 5-0 in the second period. And meanwhile, the DC Armada over the Norsemen 2-0 at this time late in the second period.
Both teams were late in the second period.
And look out here, nearly a turnover. Goes back around the boards.
In fact, I think that Maple Shade's going to go out and win themselves a Milo Cup this year.
Look out there, off the end boards. And tied up, back to the point. Shot from Paradine, and that steered away at the net. Comes back, out it goes. Paradine forced to retreat. It will go across to Kevin Frost, but has one on pursuit.
Walk your hand.
Now it's going to be Randy Casto. They get pinned to the corner. 45 seconds gone in the third period. Throwing around the boards. Kevin Ebner will clear the zone as the Lobstahs forced to tag. That gives an opportunity for the Crabs. A breakaway. Here's Knock. Shot going wide. Second time that Knock had a breakaway. And now centering pass. Couldn't find anyone. Sliding across was Bailey Morin. Going around. Backhand shot. Save. The Crabs pouring it on now.
Great on.
Goes back and out of play, and the Lobstahs dodged a bullet off that shot from Gabe Knock.
Again, I said this in the intermission period. The Lobsters need to do something about it. They're turning the ball over in the neutral zone. You said earlier this can't happen, and if it does happen, especially when it's a 1-0 game, there's 8 minutes to kill. But if you let them score, there's still this could be a bit more interesting in this ball game.
Back the other way for the Lobstahs. Zach Morin going all the way back and hits Wheeler. He'll drop it off for Henry Chu. Chu will try to head right and turns it over once again. Turns to a 3-on-3. Does go off a stick. Chance for the Crabs. Josh Hale trying to spin off of one. Now tries to go through center. And again, those neutral zone turnovers just killing them. And a good shove right there. Just enough to avoid a penalty. As it's pushed down by Jackson into the left corner. And another turnover. Back to Henry Chu. As the Crabs forced to tag up. And the Lobstahs will get a breather here. Approaching 7:30 left in the third period. Back along the left boards. And will be shot into the end boards by Henry Gardner. Gardner going back. Shot around the boards. Picked up by Noah Gersland. Tried to clear it out. Shot save. Rebound attempt. That's interrupted by Chu. And now almost had an opportunity for a 2-on-1. But they will gain the zone, send it down, and picked up by Jake Ferreira. They'll just reverse it around. Tries to go through the center, unable. Gersland sends it back down, left wing. Waiting for a call. You hear the bunches say move. Shot goes wide of the net. Ethan Ayer from a wide angle off the end boards. Off the back of the net. Comes out to Alexander Ferreira. 1-on-1 for the Lobstahs, but caught offside.
Again, it's not just the Lobsters now, it's the Crabs who are doing the same thing. Both sides are getting equal opportunities. No side is capitalizing. You need to win key games like this. This is a 1-0 game. You have to capitalize on those opportunities. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. I'm going to beat the bush around this. You have to capitalize on these mistakes. It can prove costly as well.
Oh, that's great.
Draw one by the Crabs, but immediately turned back over, goes off the end boards. Chris Valley trying to get there. Look out here, wide angle shot. It went off of Nate Walker. Lobstahs regain on the top of the circle. Shot bouncer and just skitters wide of Wheeler. Back to the corner. Feeling pressure, shot going wide. And looking for Ebner, but gets cut off by Carlos Benanca. From the corner, from the high circle, shot going high. Off the back of the net, looking for a wraparound. Where is it? Comes into the corner. As Valley looking to clear the zone, still unable. Off the end boards, Matthew Vieira pops up in the air and knocked down by Chris Valley. Kevin Ebner centers up and intercepted again by Ryan Clifford. Shot saved by Wheeler, goes back to the corner. Approaching the halfway point of the period. Crabs just having too many turnovers in neutral zone, and a save by Wheeler. Back the other way, and it goes off the fencing. Another turnover. Back at, well, the Crabs do get it down the floor, and will be covered up. They will at least get an offensive zone draw.
Absolutely, and this is a big, interesting thing. It's the turnovers, the neutral zone. First of all, some of this stuff that I'm seeing, good shot, good save by Wheeler. Wheeler's had a lot of good saves in this ball game. It's evident, and you can't make mistakes when you're at the halfway period of the third quarter and you're up only 1 goal. You got to get your offense to put up some more offensive outplay.
Josh Hill will take the draw for the Crabs. He'll lose this one. The Lobstahs has just been dominating the face-off dot tonight. Goes back and out it goes. No icing here as it will reach Paradine. Behind the net. Reverses up over to Kevin Frost. Frost will just dump it down and off the end boards, and they will just take another face-off to the left.
Oh, wait, really?
Nice job by the goalie again. You're coming out, it's a risky move because if a guy on the Crabs recovers it and you're all the way on the other side of the net, you're in trouble because that guy, t-shirt's wet, you got an empty net. It's a clear goal. It's going to tie this ball game.
Lobstahs back the other way. And misplayed it, but they do cross the zone. Attempted centering pass off a body. Partial 2-on-2 for the Crabs. Donnie Williams in the left corner. Trying to center up and a wraparound. Couldn't get it through. Josh Hale looks for a shot. Save! And will be covered.
Nice save there by the Lobsters goalie. If he doesn't save that, who knows what happens. On the other end, the wraparound. Again, failed opportunities. The opportunities are going to come and they're going to kill whoever loses this ball game. These opportunities, they have to matter. You're halfway through the third period. You're trailing by 1 goal. That could be the difference between going to play tomorrow and going home tomorrow.
Back in the corner. Lobstahs have it. Lob pass. Glove down by Gerslin. Gerslin gets double teamed. Back over to Henry Chu. Will play it off the boards. Gets Sunit Ahmed. Tries to pass to himself, unable. Cut off. As it goes back over as Henry Gardner passes forward. It gets off a body. Had a break for the Crabs, but now a race to the corner. Thrown around by Jake Ferreira. 2-on-2 for the Lobstahs. We'll just dump it in and we'll go off on the change. Henry Chu from his own corner. Plays off the boards. No ice as that got tipped on the way. That could have been a break for the Crabs, but they still can't control that ball.
Yeah, they still can't control that ball. That's a problem.
Chris Casto.
You need to control the ball, and you got to get points. If you get points, you're extending your lead, and you're shutting the Crabs out. You're shutting the Lobsters out.
Back to the point. Shot blocked. Comes loose. Henry Chu. Back around looking for DiPiero. Instead, we'll get Ebner. Lost it for a moment, and they still can't control the ball. Neutral zone possession has been a big issue for the Crabs this game. The Lobstahs, and they nearly turn it over as it bounces on net to Wheeler and over to Henry Chu. Chu stretches down but misses Noah Gerslin. It will be back for icing.
All the way back. It's about to be crunch time here. You got 3 minutes in the game. You're down a goal. If I am the Crabs here, it is crunch time. You have to find the back of the net. No exceptions. That is the most important part of these next 2 minutes, 52 seconds.
Well, the Crabs are going to have a chance to talk about as they call their timeout. 2:52 left in the third period. The only goal from Cole LaForce. But again, the big problem has been neutral zone possession. There's been so many turnovers by the Crabs that they never get a chance to get to the net. And now they're going to have to start considering about whether to pull Wheeler or not. Chances are not right now, but if they don't get to the net soon, they're going to have to start thinking about it.
If this is a 1-0 game, you can't give up on this 1-0 game. It's a 1-0 game. You might have to pull your goalie. That's a choice that if I am the Crabs right now, you do not want to make that choice to pull your goalie when it's this close. And it's not just the turnovers for the Crabs, it's also happened on both sides in this game. It happened earlier, it's happening right now, and people need to improve on that, and they need to fix that.
He does.
Face off to the right of Wheeler. Taking a draw for the Lobstahs is Henry Gardner. It will go up against Derek Hale. Won by the Lobstahs. Shot, save off a deflection. It'll be back over to the point and maybe a chance for the Crabs. Here's Gabe Knock. Oh, but they're caught offside and this will be coming back.
That's going to hurt. I said it earlier, the penalties, the real opportunities. There's going to be a lot to think about for this Crabs team if they can't get a goal.
Face off to the right neutral zone in the Lobstahs territory. 2:41 left in the third period. Trying to break through was Derek Hale, but couldn't get possession. Reverses back for Matt Vieira and almost had a perfect rebound, but luckily in the hands of the Crabs as Walter Reed was sitting right in front of Wheeler and try to break through, but Gabe Knox still unable to get through that blue line. The Lobstahs gain. Wrist shot wide of the net. Valley looks to clear. Approaching 2 minutes left in the third. And it goes back around the boards. Pass intercepted by Valley. Got to make a move soon. Now he does. And it goes across to Nate Walker. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the third. Derek Hale through center. Still can't get through the neutral zone.
It's now or never for this Crabs team.
Back over to Nate Walker. Feeds left. Gets Gabe Knock. He gains. Shot is blocked off the safety net. Stays in play on the right wing. And a wide angle shot goes wide of the net from Kevin Ebner. Now they battle in the left corner. 90 seconds left. They keep an eye on Wheeler.
Carlos looking at pulling him right now. He's standing right now. However, the ball is still on the other side of the rink. I say that, and now they got to worry about what they're going to do. Again, crunch time.
Approaching a minute remaining. Wheeler still in the net as it comes over to the right corner and picked up by Dave Paquette. And goes off, a body placed down, and whoa, he had the arm out, but the hand stayed down.
Are they going to leave Wheeler in here?
And here's a chance the other way. Shot gets blocked.
There you go, Chris.
Valley seals it away. 45 seconds left. And now they get the call to Wheeler.
They're pulling him out. They're pulling him. They're pulling him.
Extra attacker on. They absolutely have to score here. They attack the net, still can't get through. They go for the empty net. In, misses wide. It will be icing against the Lobstahs.
All right, that was a huge move by the Crabs. Pulled their goalie. We questioned for the couple. We questioned at the timeout they took whether or not they were going to consider pulling Wheeler. They did pull Wheeler. Now they have an extra attacker, which now means instead of having, now you're going to have to double team somebody, and that's actually a wiser move with 1 minute to go. However, you got 30 seconds to try and get the net.
And now the Lobstahs are going to call their timeout. Interesting move by them. Well, they know how crucial that this is going to be, this face-off with 28 seconds left. But this is also going to give the Salty Crabs a chance to discuss their strategy here, now with 6 attackers. But this is a game where they had struggled with possession, especially in the neutral zone. Not as many chances as they would have liked in this game, especially after the second preliminary game they had over the Jersey Dinos. They won that 5-1. Lobstahs have had limited scoring. Their top scorer, Alexander Vieira, has 5 points, but 4 of them come from assists. As they will break up the meeting now. 28 seconds left. Either we go to extra time or it is over for the Crabs.
Now or never. This is it. This is really the game here.
Tyler Jackson takes the draw for the Crabs, but they have been struggling on the face-off dot.
It's important that they win this face-off here if they want a chance to tie this game and send it to overtime.
They stack the slot. Won by the Crabs. Trying to settle it down. Goes back to the point. Josh Hale trying to hold his own. Still does. Having trouble handling the ball. Now plays it down into the circle. Into the slot. They're fighting for it. They
Unbelievable! They made that wise decision to pull him. It worked. Just as they hoped. 5 on 6. They couldn't. They had 2 guys on 1. That extra attacker advantage really benefited the Crabs in this final minute.
15 seconds left on the clock. Pending any last-minute moves, this game destined for overtime. Now, in this section of the playoffs, it will be 3-on-3 hockey, followed by shootout. The continuous overtime does not occur until semifinal.
Maybe not.
From a wide angle, as Josh Hale from a wide angle had a chance, it'll be dumped down, and this game is going to overtime. So the goal credited to Kevin Ebner, first of the tournament. Tyler Jackson gets the assist, so he got some help in the slot somewhere, but a critical goal with 15 seconds left in regulation, and we go play 3-on-3 overtime.
All right, it's 3-on-3 overtime. Let's see what these teams are going to do here, because first of all, I'd recommend that they have, here's what I would say. If it's 3-on-3, you got 2 defenders, you got your goalie, you have to get the goalie out for overtime if you're really that clueless. Apparently, it's just apparently, if I may add, there's 3 minutes on the clock. I'd have to say that's the overtime point. After that, it would be shootout. I believe that's 1-on-1, and they would start at the middle of the rink.
That is correct. 3 minutes of overtime. So this will be determined in 3 minutes or less.
If it's not determined in 3 minutes, we go to shootouts, and that's when this is going to get interesting. 1-on-1 hockey.
The Crabs have decided on Josh Hale, Nate Walker, and Tyler Jackson. The Lobstahs are going to go with Alexander Vieira. Oh, look out here. Hold that thought as a shot gets deflected by Josh Hale and back behind the net. Back the other way. You got Henry Gardner out there. And now waiting back there is the number 14, Jake Ferreira. Shot save. Back over into the corner. 30 seconds gone in this overtime period. The next goal wins this one. Otherwise, we go to shootout. It's a shot wide of the net.
Just missed that. That was a fantastic attempt by the Lobstahs right there.
Back to the point. winds up for the shot, gets blocked. Nate Walker with the block. He's going to go off on the change. Meanwhile, cross pass over to Kevin Frost. He'll throw one into the opposite corner. They'll finish their change. Now it is Kevin Ebner and Derek Hill on the floor for the Crabs.
Kevin Ebner, man, I remind you, was credited with that game-tying goal. It shows how clutch that this Kevin Ebner guy can be.
Back in the other direction, Dave Paquette. Back behind Deeks around one, and they now have the number 94, Cole LaForce, the one that scored the Lobstahs goal. They'll make things interesting as that comes all the way down for icing as we approach the halfway point of overtime.
Whoever wins this game, they have to fight a long time for this. If the Crabs win this game, a lot of questions are going to be on the Lobster side of things. If the Lobsters win this game, everybody will know. 1-0 till 15 seconds to go in regulation until that huge goal by Eibner to tie this game up at 1, and here we are now.
Tried a shot off the face-off, goes wide of the net. Picking it up for the Lobsters. Cole LaForce takes a shove. He takes a shot, gets deflected wide into the corner. Kevin Frost sends it around, looking for Derek Hale. Back for Dave Parquette. Parquette waiting for an opening, tries to cross over, can't find anyone. Goes down low, and a shot saved by Wheeler.
Wow. That was a risky move by Wheeler here. He didn't cover that ball until the last possible second. If there's a Lobster in that area when that ball was not covered, this game is over. That could have been a disaster move for the Crabs.
1:07 remaining in overtime. Wheeler's been the big factor of this game. Since the first goal, he has played out of his mind. He's the only reason the Crabs are still in this. As it'll be Gabe Knock on the draw. He'll lose this one. Back to the point. Chris Raza goes into the corner. Cole LaForce backtracks to the blue line. Tries a wrist shot. Goes wide of the net. Less than a minute remaining. It'll be cleared out. No ice. It gets tipped. And now trying to make a decision. DiPiero in the left corner. Now getting double teamed. Trying to find some help. They still battle for it as Gabe Knock. And look out here, and whoa, risky move by Valley as that nearly turned into a breakaway. You can't be doing that in overtime.
That's classic Valley.
Comes back over to the blue line, gets blocked by Knock. Chris Valley tries to get on top of it. LaForce will backtrack.
Nervous time now.
Back at the red line, 13 seconds left.
Why is the Lobsters trying to burn the clock? It's a
Shot goes wide into the corner, back behind the net. Gabe Knock tries to clear out and will hold the line. Shot goes wide, and this will go to the shootout.
All right, it's shootout, one-on-one hockey here. This should be fun to watch.
So a reminder of the shootout rules. Each team gets 3 shooters, best of 3. The most goals at the end of 3 wins the game. If we are still tied after 3, we will play sudden death until we have a winner. In any case, the winner moves on. Their weekend is over.
I got my one opportunity.
So now it'll come down to who they're going to choose as their 3 shooters. Now, because that the Lobsters are the higher seed, they get to decide if they want to go first or second.
We'll see what they come up with here. I'm pretty sure that the Lobsters right now, they're definitely discussing whether or not they want to go first. As the, again, higher seed goes first. Hey, Nate's out first. Whether or second. If they could go.
Let's see.
I believe they chose to go first, I'd have to say. I'm not, again, I can't see from, I could see, it's really hard to tell.
They're still waiting on a decision, and right now the teams are more discussing on who they're going to send out. I think the Lobsters have already decided on their 3, because I can see Chris Casto out there.
Yeah. They have 2 decisions to make in this critical moment here. One, who's going to shoot. two when they're not going to go first or second.
From the looks of it, it looks like the Lobstahs have, if I'm seeing this correctly, they decided to defer. As I saw Tyler Jackson starting walking to the center dot, and he's just still walking in circles right now, so they're just more reminding the goalies of the rules. And yes, they have decided to defer to the Crabs, so Virginia will go first.
Let's go. I get that he's there. He needs to get off of that. If he doesn't get off, it's not going to end well. This guy needs to get off the wall here.
Tyler Jackson will be the first shooter for the Crabs. He'll go at a moderate pace, deciding to go to the slot area. Shot, and he misses wide.
Nice save. Nice save by the Lobsters right there. This is basically determining who wins, who goes home. This is the season right here for both of these teams.
Shooting first for the Lobsters is Chris Raza.
Here we go.
He'll decide to go at a slow, moderate pace. Now it goes toward the slot area. He'll take a shot. He misses wide.
He had a wide open shot. You see, Wheeler was going to the left. He was on the right. If he goes to the right side with that bucket, he fires it home. It's 1-0 Lobsters in this shootout.
Kevin Ebner, the goal scorer for the Crabs, is up next. Let's see what he decides here. Moderate pace, going right circle, shot, score! Beats him on the glove side. The Crabs have 1-0.
He's come up clutch for the Crabs tonight. Once. That was huge for this Crabs team. Now it's up to Wheeler to hold this lead.
Up next for the Lobstahs, they're going to send Cole LaForce, their own goal scorer. Moderate pace going for the slot area. Shot it. Score.
All right. This is interesting. Here we go. Round 3.
That one caught part of the post.
This is basically your season right here. For all those fans who are watching out there on social media, this is what you came to see.
Here's Gabe Knock for attempt number 3. Shot. Oh, and it is not going to count because he rebounded the shot. So if the Lobsters score here, it is over, and they are going to send in Alexander Vieira.
All right. Pressure is on Wheeler right now. If he stops it, it's sudden death. If he makes it, we're out of here.
Moderate pace, going to the slot area. And digs him around, and this game is over. The Gansett Lobsters advance to the quarterfinal, and unfortunately for the Salty Crabs, their season comes to an end in the shootout. Final score 2-1 Gansett Lobsters.
I feel sorry for the Crabs right there. They had their entire season riding on that goaltender. I feel really bad for them. I feel bad for Wheeler himself. I don't know what he's feeling right now, but this was a tough game. They fought really hard. This team was resilient, especially after scoring that goal with 15 seconds to go. They did what they could, but in the end, they had the short end of the stick in this one.
Well, Blake Wheeler just simply bit at the deke and just left him wide open. Once he went for the bait, he got hooked, and that ends the Crabs' season. So, unfortunately for Carolina, no one will be bringing home the trophy this time for Tier 3. There will be a new champion, and another division will be taking it home. The Gansett Lobsters still have a long ways to go, being the number 6 seed. But this is their first step, as they will play the quarterfinal tomorrow, and their opponent still to be determined. But for
that opponent will be determined in the lead, I think, the next game, right?
I have to look at the schedule because the games go up to 9 p.m. tonight. There were a couple of Tier 2 games being played, so we'll see. We'll see how that is, but It was a great effort by the Crabs. Definitely a thrilling end in regulation by Kevin Ebner, who kept this game going to the shootout. But in the end, it was just too many turnovers in the neutral zone that have cost the Crabs. That is a lot of chances that they had missed out on. So someone outside Carolina Division will be claiming.
Ramblers and Sharks coming up next. Nice shot, Sappy.
So unfortunately for the Crabs, it is over for them. Final score of this one from New Jersey: Gansett Lobstahs over the Crabs in the shootout, 2-1.